Hi everyone, Sherman Chin here. Welcome to my vlog, and today I'm going to talk about something really special. I'm actually going to be one of the panel speakers at Thailand's Blockchain Week. Then this is going to be this Friday, November 8, 2024. As you can see here, this panel is going to be called Beyond the Game. Okay, it's about blockchain games. It's going to be hosted by Sylvia here, by the Blockchain Marketing Boutique. And of course, there's me, Tales of Aleco, the CSO, which is the Chief Strategy Officer. There's Sky from the Sandbox Asia. And there's Daniel from Frog Dog Games. So we are all going to speak about blockchain games. As you can see here, it's also hosted by ICP. And Yana is my friend. Shout out to Yana, who formed a ICP Thailand hub, which is the ICP blockchain hub that is currently in Thailand, founded by Yana. And she is the one running things there, and she helped us to get a space at this panel here, and we're gonna speak about blockchain games. Now, this is an early preview of what I'm gonna speak on. And if you're not able to make it to Zila's space in Bangkok, Thailand by this Friday, fear not, because well, I've got some points written down about what I want to speak. Of course, what I want to speak on is, of course, my background. At first, I came from the game industry. I'm sure those of you who have followed my channel know about that. I've worked on games since 1999, and I've worked on games such as Scribblenauts for the Nintendo DS, published by Warner Brothers, one of the famous games on Nintendo DS. I've worked on multiple J2ME games, which is Java 2 Micro Edition. That was before the smartphone. So it was those Nokia games such as Full Spectrum Warrior, MotoGP, Lebanese Sneaker, which was the movie starred by Jim Carrey. Okay, and we have done multiple games which you can check out on my Wikipedia page. But how I managed to get into the Web3 space is quite interesting, because in 2003 I was more into the I would say more of the AAA titles. I create games for Sony, IBM on the Butterfly Supercomputing Grid, and it was showcased at E3 in 2003. So how I shifted to more casual games, I would say, is when I started with Leprechaun. And Leprechaun was a game, or rather a blockchain company, that is also a game platform for blockchain, and also has its own coin or own token, L3P, founded by my friend who is Joshua Galloway. And he is also a friend of the company that I used to work with, in which we published Scribblenauts in Seattle, USA. So I'm really happy to be able to get into Web3, because he got me to Web3. I created this iconic character called Leprechaun. Unfortunately, it was a pump and dump. It was not their fault at all, I would say. The fact is that we created the artwork, the content for this platform, or rather this token of theirs, which is L3P, but we didn't realize that because of market dynamics, people come in and pump and dump. I'm sure you have seen this happen with a lot of coins, and of course that was my first experience in it. I was not in the management team, but I've learned a lot since then. And then I went on to join the company called Metabond, which also created a game on the metaverse level. So it's a 3D game, but the thing is that the crypto winter had just arrived, and it was a really bad time. So after that, I moved on to Tales of Aleco in 2024. Oh, by the way, that L3P and Leprechaun was in 2021. So it's been some time coming, and then in 2024, in just 3 months, I created the game for Tales of Aleco with the help of my team in game development. And because of my background and experience in game development, I was able to do that and achieve this game, or rather I actually helped make the game with the help of my team. as for our founder and chairman, Thomas, who is a dance choreographer in Korea, and that's what makes him so special, is he has real world assets in the sense that he has connections to the K-pop stars like Blackpink, Psy, Taeyang. So when he brings these connections of his and he organizes music festivals, we are able to bring the game to a level beyond just games alone, but on entertainment scene, where we organize music festivals and we hold esports tournaments for people to actually play our games. And that's what makes our game more unique, okay, on this blockchain space. Now, talking about blockchain games and Web3 games, they rely on the blockchain, and what makes them so special is that you truly get to own the items in the game itself, right? What that means is that the items actually are recorded on the blockchain. So if there is another game using that, say, similar blockchain, it is able to replicate those items. That is not to say that there are a lot of APIs that are cross-compatible right now, but it's going to be in the future. Okay, and then these games, okay, another advantage of these games on Web3 is that they can be funded just like Kickstarter, but through the use of non-fungible tokens or NFTs. Now, I know NFTs now have like gone out of trend, especially like the Leopard Cat, which we created for Leprechaun, as I mentioned before. But the thing is, with NFTs, we are able to fund our game. We have sold 3,000 loot boxes to fund Tales of Elecco, which is a music rhythm game with characters that are used in the game. So this already tells us what players want. Okay, this is very unique to Web3. And of course, it's harder to cheat because there's a public ledger where everybody can see what's going on behind the scenes. And now with the trends of Telegram games, we are also making really short, hyper casual games to back up our main game, so that people feel that they are invested, or players feel that they are invested in the community when they play these hyper casual games to support the main game. Okay, the main game will be like a tournament based music rhythm game. Okay, you have to follow the beat. So basically think of it something like those music rhythm games like Guitar Hero, except that we have characters in them, and these characters tie in with our non-fungible tokens. And then we also have like GameFi, which we use the concepts of scholars, right? Scholars are like people who are farming, but they use the NFTs from people who are investing in the game. So there is an ecosystem of money generation that you can actually, as a scholar, work in the game. Even if you do not have money, you get someone who has money, who has invested in the game, to sort of lend you the NFTs, and then they split that profit with you when you are farming. So in a way, as you can see from traditional games, there's already this concept, but there's no system behind it that's transparent. This provides that transparency of having scholars, having people to farm, and then everything is on the blockchain, so we know who is farming and who's investing and how they get back their commissions through smart contracts on the blockchain. Okay, and then of course now with the trends of metaverse as well, we are actually going to form a metaverse of our own, in the sense that players can actually explore our musical rhythm world and get what you call elements to form NFTs as well. So they can actually create NFTs. We will go into that about how this is all created in the future, but for now we are actually focusing on the main music rhythm game. Okay, and for the challenges that we face so far, I mean, you know that players from the Web2 gaming space or the mainstream gaming, they don't really like blockchain games. But the thing is that we will actually help them to come to the blockchain space without actually feeling that it's like a blockchain game. They don't have to know there's the existence of non-fungible tokens. They have their characters. Everything is, well, in a sense, opaque and also transparent at the same time. Now, if you know about blockchains, they always talk about trustless. What does it mean by trustless? Trustless means we don't have a middle party like a bank or an accountant or a lawyer. You can actually go directly to interact with the blockchain, right? Because everything is done on a smart contract basis. As a user or as a player, whatever records that you have is transacted on the blockchain itself. So to get that data, you can actually use that, okay? And of course, you have a layer of what they call like onboarding with like a wallet, on the blockchain, and the ability to connect to the blockchain or what blockchain platform you're actually using. But all that, right, as just one layer where the user is interacting directly with the blockchain. Okay, so what makes that unique is that using that layer, everything is transparent, right? But at the same time opaque, in the sense that the player doesn't have to know that they are interacting with the blockchain unless we want them to know, right? I mean, if the player wants to know, they will know. It's just that if they don't want to be interacting with a blockchain, they don't want to think of it as a crypto game, it's fine. Okay, you can just play it as a normal game where you are just, it's a casual game that's fun, right? Basically, look at our music rhythm game. They play according to the beat and they're having fun playing a music rhythm game. It's not a game where you are, it's not like a gambling game where you're just sucking money from the players. But we also incorporate the elements of the money making, as I said, because we want to create an ecosystem where players can actually earn money if they want. Okay, the actual important phrase here is if they want. So if they want to earn money and be a scholar who is farming to earn money, they can sell their whatever they farm to people who are investing. So that's what makes the whole system very unique, okay? Because people are able to farm, people are able to make a living through this ecosystem. And this appeals to especially the Gen Z generation, the younger people who are so familiar with being online, being in metaverses. They are able to farm and they are able to make money, okay? Other challenges that we face is like the regulation, right? Because as you know, Play Store and the App Store doesn't allow NFTs, so we do have to have like a back end to handle this NFT usage. But it's fine because the back end will be like the marketplace where people who actually want to farm, as I told you, and to make money, they will deal with it. If you don't want to deal with it, then it's a separate game by itself. It's a game by itself that doesn't need you to actually understand the the whole blockchain concept. You can just play it as a normal game, okay? And then another challenge that we face is also because of the blockchain technology. Scalability is an issue. How do you get so many transactions onto the blockchain? And if more people come in, do we have to do load balancing? And how do we scale that? Especially like the transactions that needs to be done on the blockchain. Of course, that's a good problem to have when you have many players, and then we need to find the people who are able to handle that, right? So we are actually solving that. We have a team. I bring in my own experience, my team, especially from game development, the old school game development, and then we actually bring in the smart contract developers as well, who are actually familiar with the blockchain technology, and that's how we combine them all together. So now we go on to the community engagement part of it. We create mini games to get the community engaged. And what's so unique about community in Web3 is that it's more a hyper casual kind of a community. As I said, most of them are scholars. They are interested in getting NFTs. They are very interactive on Discord, X, and Instagram. So getting this community together, getting them interested, It's something new to me from the Web2 games or from the traditional gaming industry, but I feel that there's a lot of outreach in this community. I mean, we go for events and we see people in the online chat rooms as well, online communities, and that's how we draw them in. Okay, and finally, I would say for the growth in 5 years, okay, there's a lot of areas of growth. There's play to earn marketplaces right now, and we want to build our own marketplace, and we want to actually get a blockchain that's good for us. Now we are considering a few, I don't want to mention names. We want to also be interoperable between different chains. Okay, so we want to be chain agnostic. Okay, and we want to launch our NFTs and of course our game on different blockchains as well. And of course, this is where we also need cross-platform APIs, which I'm sure will come in the 5 years, because we want our games, our items in our games to be compatible in other games. If it's not our own, we also want it to be compatible with other developers who will like to collaborate with us. And of course, we want to bring in the Gen Z, the people who are used, the new generations who are used to being online all the time, to come into our metaverse, to actually explore this virtual world with us. You see Meta or Facebook going into the metaverse with their AR and VR glasses. We want to bring that experience through Web3, through blockchain tech, and we understand that the hardware and the software will eventually get better as well, and that's where games can actually come into this space and be good for the community as a whole, right? And the whole philosophy of Web3, right, is to bring independence, no authoritarian institution to control games or to control you as an individual. So with games itself, you can make money through it, you can have an ability to be creative, and the whole point of being creative is that there's a lot of freedom there. And I hope with this freedom and this creativity, it brings in a new era of not only game development, but the whole entertainment experience. And for anybody who's new to this, I will just end it by saying that this is a great time to enter the Web3 space. And if you're interested, you should come to events like the panel speech that I'm going to give. Come for these events, to Thailand Blockchain Week, to Malaysian Blockchain Week, to Japan Blockchain Week. Come to these events, meet the people who are new to this, because all of us are relatively new in this Wild Wild West frontier, right? And there's a lot of opportunity. So I end it with this. Thank you so much, guys. If you like videos like this, please do click on that thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel, and help me by buying knives like this from thomastools.com.my for 30% off, or get the NordVPN also at 30% off with the links down below. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for your support. If you can't come to the panel, it's okay, just follow my channel and I'll update you guys on all the Web3 gaming. And by the way, just to let you guys know, I myself am not investing in crypto at the moment. I'm just contributing my experiences in Web3 and game development, and I hope to be able to travel this space with you guys. If you guys like to reach out, please comment down below and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care now. Bye.